Hello and happy May 4th and happy Star Wars Day. I have kind of a shameful confession, and that's that I bought the Journey to Batuu pack, which is very well known as the Star Wars pack, because it was the only pack that I didn't own. But I've actually never played with it or built with it ever before. Like, it's just been in my Sims game, and you shouldn't do that. Never do that. I don't really know why I did that, but it's gonna come in handy today because today is May 4th. So I thought what we could do is build a Star Wars and base game only build today. The Star Wars pack actually has a really beautiful curved bar, so I'm thinking today what we'll do is build a bar in Oasis Springs. I promise nothing on how this is gonna turn out, but why don't we go ahead and hop into it. I hate to say it, but I think I'm gonna have to use round walls. I just feel like Star Wars is very round, and maybe I'm just thinking about the world that comes with The Sims, but also that world is inspired after Disney World, and I've been there before, and so it's like my best point of reference. I'm thinking we'll go with the shape like kind of like this but smaller. We're not trying to replicate this, but I do like the structure. It's worth a shot. I'm kind of thinking we'll go with a shape like this if I can figure out how to fix this roof piece problem. And then what'll happen is this over here will be the full bar area in this little zone. And then this zone, I'm almost thinking maybe we put like a bedroom space, like maybe you could rent a room here or something. We'll see how that plays out. We do have some stairs with the Star Wars pack, so we can add those in over here. And I think we'll also put the exact same stairs here. And then we can kind of have almost a courtyard area here in the front. We're gonna change colors and everything, so no worries. I'm just kind of trying to map out everything at this point in time. But then we could do like a cool little courtyard area, and then that's the walk up. And we have a few ships. So I'm playing with the idea of having some kind of parking lot that goes right here, because then we can make like a little parking lot, but with spaceships. It could work. This will be asphalt and like we'll draw lines, but once again, we're just kind of trying to map out the space at this point. First though, I've really got to figure out how the heck I'm meant to roof this thing. I'm thinking what we'll do is a double roof. So we'll take a roof like this and flatten it all the way down. And then we'll take the exact same roof, get it to kind of the right size, and then round it up a little bit. Kind of like this. Maybe something a little like this. It's looking a little funky now, but give me a second. Once we get roof textures and stuff, I think we'll be good. I think we've definitely got to go with like a metal roof texture on this. If I'm trying to like emulate this, it's definitely more of a stone. Maybe the blue would be fun to add in. Do we have a blue metal? We have like a silver. Maybe if we do like a silver and then a tan. Did we get windows with this pack? Yes. They're not really like what I would choose to go with, but I do think they look nice on the front like that. Doors, we got like these spaceship doors that I feel like we have to use. This one is clipping. No. Will this one clip? Yep. If we don't do the spaceship door here, like the what do we do? None of these other ones even kind of resemble Star Wars. I mean, I guess we could come in with like a door like this. It's not worse. Maybe if we do the silver, it almost looks like a metal door. Okay, I like that. I had put it on medium wall height to see if there was another door that would work, but none of them did. I had started to put silver over here, but I'm leaning towards the bronze. Kind of ties in with our little orangey roof over here. I can put windows on like every other circle on this wall, so we'll just kind of do them all the way around. And then we'll add this door here so you can get from one place to the other with the little walkway in between. For wall textures, we actually have a lot of options. I'm kind of leaning towards this combination. And we don't actually have a Journey to Batuu foundation, but I think this just plain cream one is perfect. I forgot they had Star Wars trash cans, so we're gonna get those outside. And then we've kind of got a little bit happening. I changed the roofs up just a little bit, and I do think that they look better now. I added some railings, and then I started adding in a few of the Star Wars plants. I wanted to get a fence to kind of trim out our parking lot zone. It seems like maybe we'll only have room for 2 spaceships to park at one time. You'll definitely need a little loading and unloading space. Oh, that is a big spaceship. Oh no, too big. I wonder if I size it down with T.O.O.L Mod, if I can get it to the right size. You know, it's a little funny looking, but I do think it'll work. It's a very, very little alien that fits in there. I don't hate it. So that's our little parking lot. They have a lot of sculptures. I had this kind of monk person down, but they also have like this thing that's kind of cool. They have a bunch. I don't really know what all this stuff is. I'd be lying if I said I did. So I don't really know what to put. Oh wait, this is a bench that like your Sims can use. Maybe I want that. We could always put these things elsewhere. So this is like outdoor seating. I actually love the way that that looks. Maybe if it were just some more creamy. Yes to that. I do want to kind of carve out all of these areas. I do think that helps because then we can add in little desert landscaping in all of these pockets. Why don't we add this fencing in between the two buildings? And then let's think about our layout for a second. I think I'm gonna leave this space empty. I think all we're gonna furnish is this bottom floor area. I'm thinking what we'll do is have like a big suite area with a large ensuite bathroom. And then this will be the actual bar zone. We'll have 2 small bathrooms here. I have no idea what interior doors to use. Like just to use wood ones feels so plain. Maybe these ones? They do kind of have that orangey swatch that we used on this door, so maybe that works. So we're gonna need a couple of dining tables, some bar stools, the bar. I kind of like these circle tables as an option. They just feel a little more bar table to me. As far as the bar goes, I know I want the curved one and I know I want it to be like right here. We'll grab these bar stools from the same pack. No worries, I promise I'm gonna change colors and stuff. I just like to kind of get my bearings together before I start doing things like that. And then as far as dining chairs go, honestly, these orange ones might be the way. We don't need too many chair areas. I'm kind of thinking what we could do is have our chairs situation in this zone. And then we do have to have a television. So I might can scooch our windows around a little bit and frame a TV into these. Because I think it might be kind of fun to have like a really nice big TV. That's kind of cool. We'll also need a stereo. There's not a specific Star Wars stereo, but I kind of feel like this one fits the energy a little bit just because it's got more of a retro style. And so does the Star Wars pack a little bit. And then we know sinks and toilets, that's not a problem. Oh, I would love to use the cantina booths though. Where would you even put that? They're huge. Oh, it might not be in the cards this time. I was just thinking it would be nice to have like a little TV zone. I guess I could put the cantina booth in the TV zone. Does that clip to a table? It does. Wait a second, hold on. What if we kind of do it like this and then we have another one so it's kind of an L shape? It kind of looks like eyeballs a little bit, but I'd be okay with that because we could scoot the bar back. The bar doesn't have to be that far up and your Sims can get in from this way to get to the cantina booth. And then it kind of gives a nice little separation of space, if you ask me. And then that's all the bar requirements. So we've got everything we need. And now it's just a matter of situating it how we want it to be situated. For starters, let's pick out a floor and wallpaper. I think I do want to stick with some of the stone. I just think it looks good. Maybe we go with this slightly more brown tone. It kind of warms it up better. As far as wallpaper goes, I'm leaning towards this stucco here. I will say Journey to Batuu actually has some really, really good light. They're just kind of all big. So we might just have to size some down. But I'm thinking we can get these 2 lights here over the bar. Oh, you know what? We didn't get outside lights. So I'm thinking maybe these like really thick ones out here, although they're not wanting to blaze. Maybe not there. Maybe over here is like the entrance to the building to kind of indicate this is where you go. We can get this really cool light here over the jukebox. It kind of helps our doors make a little bit more sense. And then I think for the tables, we might go with this gray variant just to cool it down some because I've got a lot of warm tones working since we're using all this orange. But I am really liking the orange, so I am gonna leave the orange. As far as other lights are concerned, I'm thinking we'll grab this big one to center here with our stereo and everything. I'll grab a couple for the walls just to bring in a slight bit more light into this area. As far as wall art goes, I don't really know what all of this aligns with. I'm sorry if I don't pick the right thing. Let's bring in some more orange. Oh, that's huge. They also have like all these little ducks and stuff too that we can put anywhere that we have some empty space because those don't go on the outside. Star Wars also just has a lot of decorative items. Like these things kind of look like drink makers to me. Maybe if we grab 1 or 2 and size it down a couple of times. I don't know. They're so big. Everything's so much bigger than I thought it was. Like, this is cute, and I love the frog up there, but like, first of all, this would have to be tall wall height, and if you size it down, then the frog doesn't size down with his tank. So that's out of the question. This one's okay though. You can see the footprint. The footprint's massive. I mean, I guess I could leave this one big. Your sim should still be able to get in there. There's no other colors on that though. I do like that it looks like a drink dispenser. So I think we're gonna try to leave that. We could frame it in a little bit with some of these funky little plants. When in doubt, add in a funky little plant. And that'll pull the orange over there as well. There's not really anything to speak of as far as table toppers go, except for this helmet. So I guess I could put a helmet down and just say that belongs to one of our space rangers outside. Oh, we could get these things. Is that propaganda? If you know, let me know in the comments. Maybe these just size down as our table toppers. I'll still leave our helmet though. We could put one of these bottles like it's seasoning. That's not a bad idea. That's actually kind of cute. Little seasoning bottles over here. I'm gonna use this trick that I like to do every now and then. We're gonna grab a tall, skinny lamp because I wanna alt place these items and it's kind of hard to see where I'm meant to be alt placing them. So what we're gonna do is center this lamp in the table, and then we're gonna move the table out of the way, and then we can alt place these objects so they actually are in the center of the table when we put it back where we want it to go. And then I think we'll probably do the same thing right here. Much better. I will say, while I'm not obsessed with Journey to Batuu, they have some really pretty plants. Like, I actually love this plant right here. I think it's gorgeous. I've already used it in so many places. Let's go with the orange variant in here. I'm actually loving all the orange that we've got. We get rugs. Oh, we did. Oh, okay. Wait. Can I put this under this thing, you think? Maybe, but we're gonna have to use T.O.O.L Mod. Ooh, that looks kind of good. I like this variant, I think. Oh, wait, that frames that out so well. Okay, obsessed. Love that. We can use this one as like a welcome mat. Maybe if we size it down. Not the greats. That does not feel very welcoming, but somehow it very much fits the vibes. I feel like I need this light too in between the two tables here because I do want this place to be a little bit dimmer. I've got a few saucer lights snuck in there still just to brighten it up, but I do kind of love that. I feel like we need just like a few more decorative things here and there. We can maybe get this pretty set of herbs here in this corner. Maybe this big thing can go on this wall, but we'll size it down. Over here, we've got a little grate and then maybe just some lights that are on the wall. Like if we come back in with these guys, that frames that out really, really nicely in my opinion. Okay, I think that might be the bar zone done. I just gotta do these bathrooms really fast. For the bathrooms, I wanna stick with the stone, but I think I'm gonna come in with this creamy stone in both of them. And then we'll use this black stone on the floor. Maybe we'll go for black appliances. And you hate to say it, but these are just base game bathrooms, so we're not gonna waste a lot of time here. I'm grabbing the essentials, and that's all that's going in each bathroom. And those are our two identical bathrooms, all done. All right, I don't really know how this is gonna go. I kind of wanna come in with these like big stones for in here. I think that has potential to be really pretty, and I think maybe we come back in with this stone. Oh, and then whatever stone we put on the walls in here has to go on the walls in here. It can't be helped. Our entryway doors here, our regular doors here. So I'm thinking bed maybe over on this wall. I don't think we got any Journey to Batuu beds. No. Maybe we'll just go with one of like these ultra modern beds then. Something about this one feels spacier to me. Maybe just sleek black. That feels boring. Ooh, blue. I like blue. It goes nicely with the orange that we've got. We'll come in with these little cubes as the nightstand. I added this behind there, and then I want to get some of the Star Wars lights overhead. Maybe we'll go with this. We could even do kind of a row of those because I love the light that cast actually. That's very cozy. I think in this corner, let's get that nice black hutch, and then we can grab a mirror. Maybe we just go for this modern one here on the wall. And then dare I say that same Journey to Batuu plant that we've been putting everywhere. This one, it's just so good. And then maybe over here we make kind of a desk area. We can just say that the owner of the bar lives here, or obviously you can say it's like a spend the night room, if you know what I mean. Because we could just get like a desk like this that's a little bit more modern and then clutter it out with some of the Star Wars-y things like this little desk. We can get the Journey to Batuu chair. We'll change the desk color. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna leave it like that, I swear. I'll maybe pull in the blue chair. Oh, or maybe this chair, because I haven't used that yet. And it has a nice blue swatch too. So we'll use that one. There's no Journey to Batuu computer, but this one feels kind of alien to me, so I'll grab that one. I'll grab some fun clutter items like this little space thing. I feel like maybe this person, if you're saying that they own here, does like experimenting. I could see that. We can put a few little clutter items right there on the corner. We do have a few rugs that feel a little bit more ruggy. Not this one though. I don't know. Some of them like kind of have a rug essence to them. You can tell they're meant to be broken apart stone. But could we pretend? Do you guys mind? Would you be down to pretend with me today? We do play this lovely little game called The Sims, so some pretending is just in order, I feel. I did add in a base game rug over here, which I think looks good. And then we've kind of got a couple stone rugs over here, which I feel like pulls the space together a little bit. I do want some of the little robots that I know you can craft. There they are. Okay, I'm in my head. Oh, those are cute. Whoever does the work here crafts them. Or if you're using this as overnight room, maybe the little robot is the attendant to the room. Oh, you can change the colors. Oh, which one do I want? Maybe this one. Do they have him in blue though? I want very R2-D2. We can have like a little mini red one if we want one. Oh, or purple. Purple's kind of cute. So I have a few little robots over there in the corner. Moving into our bathroom space, I'm actually going to bring this circular rug in here with us and change it to maybe this first variant that it has. And then let's just make a nice ensuite. I think that is a lovely little ensuite. I added in a light here. The windows already looked pretty solid. I kind of want to space them out better just so they have a little more separation. Maybe we can do them kind of like this. I don't know what that looks like from the outside though. I think that looks good. I like that. And I think that might be our room and ensuite all done. It is a lot of open space, but I kind of don't mind that. I like that there's room for the Sims to walk around. And I feel like if you're using this as like a place for your Sims to live, you could do a smaller floor plan. I just don't like to mess with the round walls like that personally. And then I think all that's left is some nice desert landscaping. And I think that might be our Star Wars bar all done. I actually thought it was gonna be a lot worse, so I'm not mad at it. Do I think it's a great build? No, but it's fun and it's Star Wars Day, so I think I like it. I actually love the way the inside of the bar looks. I think that turned out really, really nicely. This is maybe a little big for what I kind of expected it to look like, but I do think it all pulled together quite nicely. I will go ahead and add that on the gallery for you in case you want it for some reason. I'll just be calling it the Star Wars Day bar. It does only use Journey to Batuu, and I do use hashtag PlumeriaPlay to give you an easier time finding it. I hope you enjoyed this fun and slightly chaotic build for Star Wars Day. If you made it this far in the video, comment your favorite space emoji in the comments below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!